Grahak Sathi, 7th October 2023.
Volume 4, number 15.
Food preservation, healthy practices. How does food preservation benefit us? Food wastage is a major issue impacting public health, the environment, and the economy in the context of rising population and decreasing natural resources. Wastage occurs at all stages from harvesting to the consumer, highlighting the need for advanced techniques of food preservation. Food preservation extends the storage life of food without impairing its quality for further use. For preservation, food is treated in various ways to stop or slow down food spoilage and loss of quality, edibility, or nutritional value. Thus, it allows food to be stored for a longer time. Preservation usually involves preventing bacteria, fungi, yeast, and other microorganisms from developing, as well as retarding the oxidation of rancidity causing fats. Benefits of food preservation. Food preservation stops the growth of harmful microorganisms and slows the oxidation rancidity process. Some methods of preservation work by promoting development of begin or beneficial bacteria or fungi in the food. Food preservation provides more food variety. For example, when fresh peas are unavailable during summer, canned or dehydrated dried peas can be used instead. Food preservation extends food's shelf life. Pineapples, cherries, and other seasonal fruits and vegetables can be preserved for lengthy periods of time using various methods. Food preservation expands the supply of food. Food preservation reduces food waste. Excess foods that would have been wasted otherwise are processed and preserved, adding to existing supply and reducing food wastage. It helps to reduce dietary deficiencies as preserved foods can be transported to far regions where certain foods are not cultivated or produced. Tips for food preservation at home. Keep frozen foods at 5 centigrade or below to avoid food poisoning. Store raw foods and cooked foods in different shelves in the refrigerator. Store food in suitable covered containers. Avoid refreshing thawed foods. Check and observe the use by dates on food products. Take special care with high risk foods which spoil very fast. Milk, dairy products, meats, etc. Different methods of preservation. Since ancient times, mankind has been using a variety of food preservation techniques to provide food during times of scarce food supply and also to reduce food spoilage and wastage. Some common food preservation methods are mentioned below. Drying. The earliest form of curing and preserving meat was dehydration using the sun or wind. Drying is also used for preserving fruits, vegetables, and herbs. This form of preservation is widely seen in different parts of India for fruits, vegetables, and other foods. Curing. Curing is a form of dehydration where salt usually used to help dry out foods. The curing of meats and seafood not only preserves the taste and texture but also prevents the growth of harmful pathogens that need moisture to survive. Freezing. Freezing foods was an obvious method of preservation in very cold climate. In earlier times, food was buried underground or in the snow for preservation throughout the winter. In modern times, freezing is an extensively used technique to preserve and transport frozen foods across large distance. Freezing preserves the nutritional value of foods. Many food products can have their shelf life extended by storing them at 4 centigrade or below. Fresh fruits and vegetables, eggs, dairy products, and meats are all commonly refrigerated foods. Fermenting. Fermenting Fermentation prevents food from spoiling by using microorganisms to destroy harmful pathogens. The production of acid or alcohol during fermentation creates vitamin, making fermented foods more nutritious and flavorful. Yogurt, dahi, dosa, idli butter, dhokla butter, etc. are known examples of fermented foods in our everyday life. Pickling. This is a form of fermentation. Different techniques are used in different countries, regions, from pickling vegetables, meats, fish, etc., to extend shelf life, provide health benefits, and add taste to flavor or to meals. Pickling is done using salt, sugar, spices, oil, vinegar, etc. Sugaring. Sugaring preserves food in honey or sugar. The sugar not only sweetens but helps preserve foods by drawing out water to inhibit growth or harmful pathogens. Jams, jelly, preserves, murabs, etc. are examples of food being preserved using sugar. Canning. Canning is a method of food preservation which involves the heating and then cooling of food in jars or cans. Heating destroys harmful pathogens while cooling creates a vacuum seal to prevent contamination and deterioration. Although not popular in Indian homes, it has been traditionally used in many countries. Pasteurization. Pasteurization involves heating food, especially milk, to a specific temperature for a specific period of time. This process kills the pathogens and increases the shelf life of the food. Use of different types of preservations. There are mainly two types of preservations that are used for preserving foods. Natural preservation. Some natural food ingredients can be used as preservations. This includes sugar, salt, spices, honey, oil, vinegar, lemon, etc. These preservatives have antioxidant properties which delay the oxidation or aging process of food items. This is the reason why pickles last for years due to the combination of oil and salt. Curing, gelling, fermentation, and freezing are some of the natural methods to preserve foods. Artificial preservatives. These preservatives are artificially produced and also synthetic in nature. Artificial preservatives are listed under additives or food label. In India, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India (FSSAI) has restricted the use of preservatives. Only permitted preservatives can be used and within permissible limit in any article of food. Jams, different types of spreads, packaged juices, ketchup, and baked foods are loaded with artificial preservatives. Check the label information before purchasing a packaged food item to know if it contains artificial preservatives. Prefer to buy foods with natural preservatives, pickles made with oil or vinegar, etc. Are preservatives bad for health? Preservatives help in increasing the shelf life of food item and maintain the flavor of food for a long time. Not all preservatives are bad for health. Natural preservatives which are used to preserve food as is are not harmful to your health. Artificial or chemical preservatives may lead to health problems like breathing issues, heart disease, cancer, and obesity. It is best to choose products which contain natural preservatives. You can also choose to make pickles, jam, etc. at home with all natural ingredients. Tips to avoid food preservatives. Buy more fresh fruits and vegetables and fewer processed food. Look for items that use more natural preservatives like salt, vinegar, sugar, citric acid, or ascorbic acid. Try and consume more home cooked food, which ensures you have fresh, healthy food. Reduce the consumption of canned foods and beverages in general. Red labels. Get familiar with each and every ingredient of the products you use. In general, limit consumption of packaged foods. Editorial team. Chairman CERC and Torch Praful Amin. Chairman CERS Walter Vieira. CEO and Executive Editors Uday Mawani. Associate Editors Anusha Iyer, Rashmi Goyal. Editorial Assistant Meena Bathwi. Address Consumer Education and Research Center 801808 8th floor Sakar 2 next to Ellisbridge Police Station Ashram Road Ahmedabad 380006. Telephone numbers 07935337262 or 65. Email address complaints@cercindia.org. Toll free helpline number 1800-233-0222. ध्वनि मुद्रण शांता मेहता डिजिटल टॉकिंग बुक लाइब्रेरी अंजन मंडल वस्त्रापुर अहमदाबाद 380015. Voice over by Anil Dave.